Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry it's been a few days since I've made a video. It's been really busy as of late, but I'm here back again today and I want to talk about a couple of things before I really get into the meat of this video. So without getting into too many specifics, we all know that there has been some discourse happening in the gaming community as of late, especially for the past week or so. And so there has been a lot that I could have talked about and I followed a lot of it and I realized like I didn't want to cover all of that. I'm getting to one point where I realize, yeah, I opened up this channel to kind of get my opinion out there about certain things happening, but I realize I'm just becoming another drama channel and I don't want to just do that. Of course, if there's something that happens that I feel very strong opinions about, I might make a video on it, but I want to start focusing more on positive things. You know, stuff that I just want to share my passion about, because that's really what I want to do. I just want to create a community of people who we can share our passions for the hobby that we like. And I think the epiphany on that happened for me when I streamed the Video Game Awards the other night. And by the way, to those who showed up for the stream, I really appreciate that. I had a great time watching it with you guys. It was a fun time, you know, and discussing things. And that's really what kind of opened up this epiphany for me, is that I had a good time. It wasn't me getting on here and ranting about things that I didn't like. We all talked about the stuff we did enjoy and like. Sure, the Video Game Awards did have a few eye-rolling moments and a few things where I was like, okay, here we go again. But today's video, I don't want to focus on that. I want to go through and highlight some of the things about the Video Game Awards that I actually enjoyed, and some of the stuff they showed off that I'm excited about, and some of the things that I actually thought were pretty cool. So I'm just going to go through and highlight some things that I enjoyed about the Video Game Awards and some of the things that even my chat really enjoyed. All right, so before we get fully into this, I know that there's already talks about things like Intergalactic and The Witcher 4, and there's already a lot of people complaining about some stuff, and I'm just not going to get into that. I'm not even going to speak about it. I'm going to keep those opinions to myself this time around, so I'm just going to talk about the things I did like. So speaking of the Intergalactic game, that little anime opening on the TV, yeah, that was pretty cool. But anyway, they had in the opening show a little segment on Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and that game just looked really sick. I love the Ninja Gaiden series. I remember dying over and over on the original NES version. I have played a lot of the newer games, but the older games really have a special place in my heart. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm glad that they kept with the 2D style gameplay, and this will definitely be a day one purchase for me for sure. The artwork looks really cool. I'm loving the graphics. The gameplay looks really fast paced. So yeah, definitely gonna get this one. And then they showed off Power World Fabric, which looks like a really cool expansion for the game. I know I love Power World. I've been playing it quite a bit. I do like those survival type games. Like I've played a lot of Conan Exiles, for example. I have also played a little bit of Ark. So I do enjoy those kind of games. But yeah, this is really exciting. I can't wait to jump into this. It looks like it's going to be a whole new map, and I'm really excited about that one too. My only hope with that one is maybe they expand on some of the building pieces and let you have a little bit more freedom with your building. I feel like that part of the game is still lacking compared to other survival type games, but I know that the game is still fairly fresh and they're still working on it, so I'm excited about what they bring to that. Also, Turok Origins looks really fun. It looks like a co-op Turok game. Now, I really loved playing the original Turok games on the Nintendo 64, so I'm really excited about this. I am holding on to a little bit of reservations just because the last time they did a Turok game, which I believe was on the 360, I remember playing it a little bit and I just did not like that one. So I hope that this one turns out pretty good. The co-op mechanic does look pretty fun, so I'm excited about that. I love the Turok series, so we'll see what they do with this. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this game and what they show off about it in the future for sure. Another game that me and both my chat got really excited about was Killing Floor 3. That game looks really fun. I love Killing Floor 2. I never did play the first one. I did play a lot of the second game, so I'm definitely excited for this game. I will be jumping in and playing that quite a bit. And let me know if there's any of these games you guys want to see me stream. I'm thinking about getting into streaming more because I did have a lot of fun streaming the video game awards. So let me know down below in the comments if that's something you want to see more of, if you would come and show up, those kinds of things. I do eventually want to get into doing that more for sure, though. But yes, this game looks really good. I love that they've kept all the blood and gore the same as it was. It looks really fun. I really don't know what else to say about it other than it's Killing Floor 3. I know it's going to be good, and I will definitely be getting this one for sure. So that does it for all the games that were shown off that I got really excited about and had a positive influence on me when I was watching. The last moment I want to show off isn't necessarily a game, but just a moment right before the game of the year was shown off. Swen Vicky, I hope I pronounced his name right, the head of Larian Studios, who made Baldur's Gate 3, he came out to go ahead and give a little speech before they did do the announcement, and I really loved what he said. What he said really rings true with what I believe a lot of gamers believe should be the core values that these developers hold. And I'm going to go ahead and play this, and then after that, I'm going to comment on it just a little bit.
Here for over 3 hours, but I still have some time credits from last year to cash in. So it turns out that not only will I be the one who will know as first which game wins tonight, but I actually also know which game is going to win next year, the year after, and the year after. Now, how do I know this? Well, an oracle told me. She said, change is coming. It's a modern oracle, so they made me sign an NDA, but I trust all of you. I know you can keep a secret. You will never leak it. The oracle told me that the Game of the Year 2025 was going to be made by a studio who found the formula to make it up here on stage. It's stupidly simple, but somehow it keeps on getting lost. Studio made their game because they wanted to make a game that they wanted to play themselves. They created it because it hadn't been created before. They didn't make it to increase market share. They didn't make it to serve as a brand. They didn't have to meet arbitrary sales targets or fear being laid off if they didn't meet those targets. And furthermore, the people in charge forbade them from cramming the game with anything whose only purpose was to increase revenue and didn't serve the game design. They didn't treat their developers like numbers on a spreadsheet. They didn't treat their players as users to exploit. And they didn't make decisions they knew were short-sighted and function of a bonus or politics. They knew that if you put the game and the team first, the revenue will follow. They were driven by idealism and wanted players to have fun. And they realized that if the developers didn't have fun, nobody was going to have any fun. They understood the value of respect, that if they treated their developers and players well, those same developers and players would forgive them when things didn't go as planned. But above all, they cared about their game because they loved games. It's really that simple, said the oracle. Winning Game of the Year turned out to be a life-changing event for us. It was an amazing thing. To those who will win Game of the Year 2024, you have no idea what's waiting for you. It's an incredible honor, and you're in for a heck of a ride. Now remember, should you be told to wrap it up for tonight, you can always come back next year and chat for 3 minutes, okay? So, now, to pay tribute to the nominees for Game of the Year, once again, Lorna Balfe and the TGA Orchestra.
So the part that really rang out with me during that speech, and there was quite a bit of it that did, but the part that really jumped out at me was the fact that he said these developers did not treat their employees as numbers on a spreadsheet and did not treat their players as users to exploit. And I really believe that that needs to become the more core values for developers, because let's face it, we're getting crammed with microtransactions these days. Even on games that we pay a whole $70, $80 for, or even that $120 Ultimate Edition that you buy, you load up the game and you're already popped up with a billion windows. Hey, buy these coins, buy these crystals. And that's the part that really rang with me. And there was a lot here he had already said. You know, he did, and I love how he said, it's very simple. And it is. It's very simple. Just make a game that you enjoy and that you know others will enjoy. put it out on the market, and believe it or not, it will make money. You just got to believe in your own products. And I think a lot of these developers these days, they have lost that. They don't, I think some of these developers don't even believe in their own product, and that's just really sad. But anyway, I told you at the beginning of the video I was going to try to avoid too much negativity. So I'm going to end it right there. And let me know what you think in the comments. What parts about the Video Game Awards really jumped out at you, what you got excited about. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video.